Hello all, my name is Mars, and welcome back to the Séance of Blake Manor. Last time, we solved more or less the last of these big picture mysteries that we have to solve outside of the individual character mysteries, besides the haunting and the question of who the culprit is, of course. And Declan prompted us to spend time investigating the grounds until 9 p.m. when the ball is, and we'll quote unquote have a chance to talk more casually with all the guests. Unfortunately, I feel like I've already explored the grounds pretty thoroughly, or as thoroughly as I can so far, and it's only 6:39. So I really don't know how I'm going to spend the next 2.5 hours. I have a few things in mind that I can try and do, but nothing I'm really confident about. First of all, I think I have an idea of where I might be able to find the blackmail material. I have an idea. I'm not entirely sure, though. I think it could possibly be in Ivy's room. It could be in that locked box. I was looking at Mrs. Lau, but I wasn't looking that close at Ivy. It says that I could find something of use by investigating the chaperone, and that box that's in Ivy's room was unlocked by using a code that we found in this room. I feel like it's a long shot, but I have to check there first. Then we have to go back into the hedge maze, yay, to take another look at the well and see what specific ingredients we should be looking for. Because we picked up the poutine, which is an item which feels like it might be like something that we can use in the ritual. Like there was something that said something about venom. And I need to be able to narrow down exactly what I think we should be getting. And besides that, I guess just looking in the hedge maze again, see if we can find that portal. 'Cause the hour has changed. The hour has changed. So, who knows? Who knows when what am I saying? Who knows when the portal is going to become active? I also wanted to take another quick look around in here to see if we can't find the code to this panel. I'm sure the code will probably be in the basement somewhere in the servants' quarters, but stagnant water is giving the room a foul odor. Great. Toys, nothing else here. Yeah. Oh, something in the crate. Enough cleaning supplies for a few months. No, there's nothing in there. Okay. Ooh, is this different? Oh, we've already seen this. Never mind. Okay, nothing in there. I thought it might be handily written on the wall like it was in the stables. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is find my way back to Ivy's room, which would be in the northwest upper corridor. That's the southwest. Okay. I'll figure this place out eventually. I will. Although as the series goes on, I feel it is more and more likely that that will never be the case. Okay. Let's take another look in the lockbox. Okay, that doesn't count. That does not count. Okay. Maybe if I try and talk to Ivy about something that we've discovered about her. Not Ivy, Victoria. Because it might do to, unlock Victoria's mystery. Or her hypothesis, even, before we can do Ivy's thing. That would be likely to me.
Hello.
Alright, what can we ask you about? Have we not asked you about the quinine powder? Have you ever heard of quinine powder, Mrs. Lau? What makes you ask? You know, Mrs. Lau, I've gone blank as to what reason I had you and that powder in my mind. I see. Malaria killed my husband, so yes, I know quinine. Thanks to Ivy, I got my hands on some, but it was too late. It did not save him. Okay, so we still need to figure out the quinine. That's the thing. I found these documents, but I can't for the life of me seem to find the owner. Might you recognize them? Documents that... But how the... I have the key right... Where did it go? You know, I'm rather sick of games, Mr. Ward. I've been toyed with enough for a lifetime. We share an inclination for room searching, do we? Fine. Mrs. Lau? You stay out of my business with Evelyn Dean, and I won't ask why you were sneaking around my room. Though if your business is Miss Dean, because, ha! It is, isn't it? She's in everyone's damn business. You might be interested to know that the cufflink you likely saw with this finding of yours belongs to Mr. Coventry. What do you make of that, Mr. Ward? You might want to stick your nose into his affairs and leave mine well enough alone. Okay. Let's ask about Mr. Hunter. Miss McLeod and Mr. Hunter know each other quite well, I gather. Precious little gets past you, I see, Mr. Ward. You're not wrong. He was the groundskeeper in her family's estate for years. She's known him since she was a child, and she thinks very highly of him. Some people might think it improper, keeping a friendship with former staff, which is why they keep it quiet. But Mr. Hunter has been nothing but kind to Miss McLeod, so why shouldn't she keep in touch? Do you recognize this photograph, Mrs. Lau? I can't say I do. Oh, goodness. Is that little Ivy? Oh, she's just adorable. What a stern little expression. And so the gentleman would be Mr. Hunter. That's it. It seems obvious now. Technically, it's improper for a noblewoman and a servant to be so close, so this is information not best shared. But I'm glad Ivy had Mr. Hunter when she needed him. She was not well understood by her family. Okay. So yeah, it's the quinine that we still need to figure out.
That's all.
Farewell, Miss.
Okay, I never asked you about Mr.
Hello,
Hunter.
Mr. Ward.
You knew Mr. Hunter before this event, didn't you? Yes. Dara was the groundskeeper on my family estate when I was growing up. I've known him since I was very small. And he was a tremendous help when my second sight came in. No one else really knew what to do with me. It runs in bloodlines, you see, but I have it much more fiercely than anyone in my family's living memory. I was so happy to see him here. I've always considered him a good friend, but we've been trying to be discreet. Some people think it's improper. I think it's silly. I've met plenty of terrible men in far better standing. We're all just people, no matter our station, don't you agree, Mr. Ward? But I won't risk him his job, so discreet it is. Mr. Hunter mentioned a photograph of the two of you from many years back. Does he recall it? Really? I must show him. I have it still, with me in fact. I use it as a bookmark so I never forget him. Not that I ever could, of course. He worked on my parents' land when I was little. I thought the world of him then, and do you know what? I still do. I hadn't realized how much I missed him until I saw him again. This time, when I go, I will send letters.
I'll let you be, miss.
Take care, Mr. Ward.
Okay. That's interesting at the very least. Alright, I'm gonna do this in like every room to see if it highlights anything particularly interesting. There's the bottle of sherry, but it doesn't let me take that. By particularly interesting, I mean like something that it would allow me to take. Okay, no. Well, maybe I'll get a hint of where to look when I finish this, when I finish looking at the well. Gardens. Just gonna run through here real quick. I really am kind of at a loss. The only thing I can think to do besides, you know, figure out what I'm supposed to do with the hedge maze. I mean, there are still places I haven't been. Like, I haven't been to the Blake estate. I still haven't, like, I haven't even, what was I gonna say? I haven't even met Marquess Blake or his son. I saw the well, but I'm looking around for that, dead end I was talking about. It was kind of next to a gargoyle, but... And I think it was kind of in back. I just kind of want to show you what I mean when I'm talking about this. Here. See? There's a gargoyle right here. And then there's another dead end that just kind of has nothing. It's unusual in this maze, I think. Anyway, not that big a deal. It doesn't seem to be doing anything now, but I can try and perform the ritual again. Let's see. And the poteen isn't even an item that's available to me. Okay. A dash of venom, a metal that's blue, argon with some wax and flax. So I need argon, blue metal, and venom. I wonder if I can get access to more components. Yeah, I have nothing to talk to you about. Sorry, sir. Maybe if I looked some of that stuff up in the library. I know the library is like my go-to for anything that I'm not sure of. It's not like I got like a pop-up like new library topic argon when I was in the looking at the well, but I still think it's worth looking for. Oh, hi Fia. I didn't even notice you here.
Ah, Declan.
Or were you not here? Oh, can I ask you about this guy? What do you know about the name Gyobnu? A smithing god, same as Breed. My understanding on his work is focused more on war, weapons and armor, you see, whereas her work was more for daily tasks, horseshoes, tools, pots, and the likes.
You take care.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's go to the haunting. We haven't discovered which of these gods has to do. That's something that we can try and narrow down. Well, as the Kalak is the winter, they say Breed is the summer, one of the fairest and most loved goddesses. It's said that when her son was killed by Gobnu that she keened the first keening. All other keening since is her sharing that sorrow with mortal kind and knowing their pain of loss. Library topic unlocked. Keening.
I'll let you go.
You take care now, Declan. And don't...
Okay. Alright. Let's try and find our way out of here again. Not too hard this time. Alright, I don't know what I need that alcohol for. If not for having something to do with the components, but it's interesting that we got it, and I guess good that we've got it. Can I just, like, check all of these statues? I think I checked one, but she represents autumn, the last one represented spring. Embodying the summer. Embodying winter. Okay, that taught me nothing. Okay, but there are other people I can talk to about the gods. So maybe I can talk to them to try and narrow down who has something to do with that anvil. I mean, we know who it was. It was a dude with horns. Obviously Gyobnu, but I don't know, we need someone to confirm it for us, I suppose. So let's head back to the bar for now. Let's see, who are the people we could talk to about with this about? Lloyd, Rory, and Mr. O'Finn, whose first name I forget.
And you're back. What can I do you for?
Gyobnu. Have you ever heard of Gyobnu? I have, Minsir, travelers, that is, they call them Gallion. We call our god Gallion anyway. We believe the world was forged out of metal. And since Gyobnu is a smith god, well, there is a natural comparison gets made there. Anyway, Gyobnu is not only a smith, he was the hospitaller of the Tuta de Danann. You could drink at his feast and not get a hangover, and the food you'd eat, it'd protect a man from both sickness and decay. I wouldn't mind some of that protection going into winter. Ha! And Breed. Do you know about the goddess Breed? Aye, her father was the chieftain of the Tuta de Danann. She's a powerful and versatile god. Her realm is up in Fogard by Dundalk. A modest shrine, but then I think that's how she'd like it.
No, I should.
Only do something if you want, not because you should.
That's very wise, thank you. Let's talk to Rory.
Mr. Ward.
Does the name Gyobnu mean anything to you? Certainly. He's one of Ireland's old gods. People focus on his smithing, but he was also the hospitaller of the Tuta de Danann. It said one of his meals could protect you from sickness and decay, that he brewed an ale that would grant immortality to any who drank it. Along with this, he was a healer of sorts. He crafted living metal limbs to bring mobility to any of the Tuta who needed them. What do you know about the goddess Breed? The goddess, let's see. A member of the Tuta de Danann, the goddess of wisdom, healing, poetry, livestock, any number of things. She's sometimes thought to have two sisters of the same name with other domains, and sometimes they're all attributed to the one breed. You'll find her linked to the Saint Bridget, too. I can tell you that for free. Okay, that didn't help.
I have to be on my way.
Be well, Mr. Ward.
Okay.
Hello again.
I want to ask you about the luggage ticket. Are there tickets for the luggage room, Mr. Doyle? Yes. The guests are always losing those, sir. You needn't worry if you come across one. Mr. Hunter spent half a day nailing up those numbers in the luggage room. Of course, it's not worth it if people keep losing their tickets. Okay.
I'll leave you be.
Yeah, all right.
Alright, so K-Hole and Ivy are meeting in the gents' changing room. Changing room? Okay. Oh, hello, Mr. Varley. Let's see, who's in the bar still? I guess people are going to dinner now. Where's Lloyd? Maybe I can ask him about the gods too. And then maybe I'll eavesdrop on those two. I'm sure it'll give me no new information. Ivy's looking for a husband and K-Hole seems like a good match. Or a good option. Match isn't the right word because she's gay, but who knows. Alright, I think what I want to do first. What did I say I was gonna do? Oh my god, there's so many things I want to do. First, let's go looking for some stuff in the library. Religion? No. Maybe spiritualism? No. Maybe science? Flora and fauna, maybe? No. Oh, sciences. Nothing. I'm just trying to look up some of the stuff that's in Fia's, you know. I know there was a thing that came up when we talked to Fia about something. I don't remember what it was or where we should look. Irish mythology? None of this. Irish folklore. It was Keening. Keening, right? Keening? Oh, that doesn't tell us anything. Okay, so this is the wrong place to look. It's not going to tell us where to find those components. I'm thinking maybe if we look either in her room or maybe even in Rory's room, that might help us. Next, I want to find Lloyd in the gardens and ask him about these two gods. Not this way. Here. And he's right here. I don't have to go searching for him.
Hello again, my friend.
Do you know much about the god Gobnu? He's a smithing god, yes? I don't recall much about him. Perhaps one of the Callahans or Mr. O'Finn can be of more help? Okay, you're helpless. Do you know of the goddess Breed? I do. A friend of mine was a priestess of hers. Breed was not one of the sovereignty goddesses, but in some ways she should have been. When the Catholic Church came here, she alone was deemed too powerful to be swept under the rug, so they canonized her. St. Bridget of Kildare she became. A lot of the same domains: husbandry, midwifery, healing. You may have noticed her crosses hung along the walls of the manor. My own Loa, Maman Brigitte, is said to be a part of the old goddess that fled the church and was changed in that journey. It's interesting, isn't it? 3 versions of the one goddess, all distinct yet so similar. All back together under this roof, so to speak.
Not at all, Mr. Ward.
Did we just get a fact about Lloyd's religion? El Dupre. And we learned all of his facts. That's incredible. He is a voodooist, Ongan. Which I guess basically means he is not Christian. Eliminate. He is not the culprit. Which I'm glad about. I like him. I like a lot of these people. Even the ones who have done horrible things like kill their husbands and whatnot. I find the characters in this game quite entertaining. What's Arwa doing over there? Seems like a strange place to hang out, but okay. Oh, the hours changed again, so should I go check for the portal one more time? There's also dinner. I should keep an eye on the time and maybe go to dinner. My old friend, Hedge Maze. I love you. It's turning into a Stockholm Syndrome kind of relationship. You've held me captive. And now I can't stay away. Alright, so there's the well. It's near the well. What I'm looking for. Still not here. Like, I'm not 100% that the portal is there, but it seems so conspicuous, doesn't it? It really does. Okay, next. Let's go check on the gents' changing room. Wait a second. That wouldn't be the same as the water closet, would it? That would maybe be in the bathhouse, wouldn't it? Shoot. It's a locker in the changing rooms. Miss D must have found some other way inside. Okay. I need to find my way inside the bathhouse now. And I honestly may have to look this up. I don't want to do it, but I may have to. A combination. Where would I find a combination like this? Yeah, sure I got the combination wrong. Left it handy for mass. Yeah. Huh. I was incorrect about this. Also, this kind of implies that... Okay, there's this. The dining room. The tower. Hold on. I want to try the staff room that's by the gardens. Because I don't think I've ever actually tried to go in there. Like here. That's the basement. I suspect there's nothing I need from here. Okay. I'm about to do an old-fashioned scour. I'll be back with ya. Alright. I did have to look this up, but I feel like it was something I would have figured out eventually. Or at least would have tried eventually. I'm still not counting this as a win, because I did have to look it up, but it's written right here in the journal. So it's plus half semicircle, triangle, diamond. Plus semicircle, triangle, diamond. I would have looked there eventually. Plus semicircle, triangle, diamond. Let's head on over to the bathhouse. I don't know if we'll get anything good out of it, but... Hey, we've got a locker key and a convo to snoop on. So, hey. It's across from the bar, right? Yeah. Alright. So it's cross, semicircle, triangle, diamond. Heck yes. Enter the hidden door. Haha. Anywhere good? A stack of towels? No, that's not what I wanted to look at. Alright. Somebody's
Now,
coming.
what was the blasted code again?
How do you know about this place?
Miss Dean showed me. She's a wonder at finding hidden places.
Do you still love her?
Is that relevant?
No, I suppose it's not. And you are willing then to marry?
Aha! I have it. Best we discuss further inside. Now, explain this to me. We marry, but it's actually you, Victoria, and I that...
Sir, no, it's not. I have to go.
Ivy! Blasted timing on you, sir. I was onto a good thing there.
He was trying to have a three-way. I gotcha.
What on earth has you loitering around here anyway?
I'm trying to open a thing that your girlfriend hid.
I don't have time for your answer. I should go after her. Ivy! Hold on a moment.
Clandestine meeting. I'm afraid you don't really get anything out of this arrangement. You don't get anything out of it, Cahill. Alright, what, did I get something from him? No. I think that was for these two. I found Mr. Amara and Miss McLeod meeting without the girl's chaperone. They met to discuss the business of marriage. Okay. So we can discuss it with all of it. All of that. Okay, we interrupted, which is disappointing, but, alright, we're onto something a little more important here. I don't remember which was the locker that the key was for. 11. So this must be the gents. That's the bathhouse door. Okay. No, the gents is where I just came from. I'm glad we walked in on that conversation because that was kind of funny. Alright, ladies. One, 9, 11. Use locker key. Jewelry box with a ring. I wonder how important this is to Miss Dean that she left it behind. It looks too big for a lady's finger, so it must be fitted to a man. I bet that man is Mr. Darcy. Then why was it in Miss Dean's possession? Miss Dean received a threatening letter from Mr. Scarrett. I have brought my dagger. I hope you're ready for what comes next. Scarrett. I can also make out the number 451. It must have been written on the page atop this one. Oh, Mr. Scarrett's code and a journal page. The missing pages from Miss Dean's journal. It seems like Miss Dean sacrificed her friendship with Miss Quinn to gain access to some texts. Understandably, Miss Quinn was not thrilled with this. Alright. We got some good stuff. A ring. A man's ring with a crucifix and rose in the center. I bet that belongs to Mr. Darcy. We also have Mr. Scarrett's code. Do we know where Mr. Scarrett is currently? He's at the bar. Okay. So we've got quite a few things we can do. Ah. The bathhouse itself is locked. Okay. But we made some good progress. I'm not proud of having to kind of look that up, but I'm happy. I'm happy we're getting somewhere. Here. Now, where could those two have gone off to? Maybe her room? Now, I was anticipating that. Like, sometimes I think of, like, episode titles, like, well in advance when I know that something juicy is coming. I've had the title, They're Lesbians, Cahill, in my mind for a very long time. And I don't know if I'm going to name this episode The Bathhouse, because I feel like that kind of implies that it was my doing that got me into the bathhouse, which it very much was not. But I still think that's a pretty good title. If YouTube is okay with the word lesbians being in the title. Alright, Mr. Scarrett's bedroom. We got the code. 451, I think. Ooh. Alright. Dagger. A dagger looks more ceremonial than practical. With the name Samuel on it. Cards and a note. Some tarot cards with the note. The cards I drew for you, Michael. Make of it what you will. E.D. 3 cards. One marked with the Hanged Man, another the 10 of Pentacles, and finally the Death card. Of course, Death showed up somewhere. I was like, earlier when Miss Montavani was reading our fortune, I was like, I bet the third card she's going to flip is going to be Death, and it wasn't Death. But look what showed up here. I can try and interpret this. Okay, so the Hangman, it's like he's stuck in something. That's his past. I'm guessing it's going by past, present, future, because that's like one of the most basic tarot spreads you can make. So Hangman is like, you're stuck somewhere, you're kind of in a forced pause, which I think kind of applies to Mr. Scarrett's situation quite well. He's kind of in a forced pause. You know, he's being forced to... He's lost all his legacy. He's not allowed to be a part of the Freemasons anymore. He's stuck. You know? The 10 of Pentacles is very much about prosperity. So right now he's rich, but he's not happy. And it kind of implies legacy as well, but it looks like the legacy is going to die with him. What do they mean? We could probably ask Carmela about that. Okay, we got some juicy stuff here. We got some juicy stuff. What should we do next? Where's Olivia? We don't know. She could be anywhere. I don't know what to do. I think I honestly might just end this episode here because I'm a little shot and I need some time to like decompress and like organize all my thoughts about what I need to do and what I have. So I think it'll probably be a shorter episode. I did cut out quite a bit in the middle of just me looking around and then looking something up. But yeah. My brain's a little fried, so we will regroup next time. And until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more The Séance of Blake Manor.